So welcome to the first video. I will be presenting the lesson plan for the whole semester, and it's my pleasure to share what we have prepared so far in this semester. And the title of the course is Curriculum from Planning to Assessment. The two instructors of us are Markus Budiharjo and Ibu Retno Mulyani. So we are going to discuss a couple of things, especially related to the course description, course goals, and class assessments, and followed by materials and strategies. So basically we will move from one step to the other so that we can go to the completion of the explanation. Now, let's start with the course descriptions. So, here we go. A century-old discipline, the study of curriculum has largely addressed various ideological contestations. This course is set up to equip master degree program students with major backgrounds, both historical and ideological ones, so as to situate curriculum inquiries within a pragmatic end, which is relevant to today's dynamic changes and complexity. An activity theory is particularly utilized to describe tensions, ambiguities, contestations, contradictions, and conflicts of curriculum in schools. So, three broad major issues that will come up throughout the semester. We will attend to various ideological contestations, and we also intend to situate curriculum inquiries within a pragmatic end, relevant to today's dynamic changes and complexity. And the last but not least, we are going to talk about tensions, contradictions, contestations, ambiguities, and conflicts. So, what about the major topics that we are going to cover? So here we go. The three major topics that we are going to cover include: first, problematization of curriculum inquiries. The second one is methodological considerations. And the third one is an empirical investigation of curriculum implementation, an activity theory perspective. So we will certainly move to the detail one by one. Here we go. The elaboration of the topics and areas of inquiries include problematization of curriculum inquiries, which has four topics included. That is the curriculum as a field, the second one is philosophical foundations, and the third one is psychological foundations, and the last one, social foundations. Related to methodological considerations, we are talking about practicalities and technicalities here. So we are going to talk about instructional design models. There are a couple of things since especially back to 1949 and then followed by the methodologies in 1950s and 60s. And the last one is we will see and we'll investigate and study the backward design, especially in 1990s. And the last, we are going to investigate the curriculum implementation from the perspective of an activity theory. So, as we can see that any empirical studies as published in research articles will include 5 areas of concerns. There are empirical considerations as the introductory part of a particular text, a particular research article, and then followed by theoretical framework. And the third one is research methods. And fourth is findings and discussions. And the last is conclusion and recommendations. So we will certainly go further into a deeper understanding about, here we go. So problematization of curriculum inquiries. We will see the detail for the first topic. And you can see from meeting 2 and meeting 3, there will be workshop 1 and 2. So what are you going to do? In this 2 weeks, we will conduct workshop activities. The students in particular group will work collaboratively to develop video lectures. So, for example, 3 students will discuss about curriculum as a field, and 3 more students will be focusing on philosophical foundations, and 3 more students will address psychological foundations, and 3 more will be focusing on social foundations. So the students will be working in the first 2 weeks, meeting 2 and meeting 3, so that they will develop a series of videos that will be discussed in detail later. Now, what about the methodological considerations? So you can see the first topic will focus more on the philosophical foundation, on psychological foundations, and on social foundations. Now, the second topic will talk about practicalities, or let's say technicalities. We are going to talk about instruments. So there are 8 students who will be working in the instructional design models, and 4 more students working on backward design. And then finally, you are going to be working on one-page lesson plan. So here are the first 2 topics that we are going to investigate or to conduct with. So what about the third topic? The third topic is the empirical investigation of curriculum implementation. So as I described earlier, we are going to be engaging in an empirical investigation of curriculum implementation seen from an activity theory perspective. So basically, in this practice, we are going to embrace the process-based writing activities. We are going to start from the planning, and then followed by brainstorming, then drafting, multiple revision, and so on and so forth. So basically, we will cover as much as possible the process writing, which is the major value of you becoming a graduate student. So we are going to continue further related to the assessment of our class. What will be assessed? So again, there will be 5 areas to cover. The first one is personalized narratives, and I will certainly talk a little bit much more detailed later on, but it will consist of 20%, and then video ed lectures, and this is the group work for each individual group to work on. It's going to be 25%. And progress test 1, the essay in response to John Beck's video, it's 20%, and research report 25%, and the last one is class participation and contribution. This is 10%. So there is nothing to worry if it is not clear yet, because I will provide the last slide that will provide a better explanation about what the assessment look like. So here we go, the assessment. So in the personalized narrative, the weight is 20% and the mode is individual. So the detailed info for the first graded assignment is you will read my own transformative learning and then combined with Imoto Haruhisa's plus my short essay, and then you are going to engage in own meaning making narrative. There is nothing to worry about what this will look like because I will be very happy to provide further detail related to what the assessment rubric will look like. And the second graded assignment will be video at lectures. The videoed lectures will be in terms of in group work, and it's going to be contributing to 25% of your final grade. And then we are going to describe and to discuss how to distribute the topics to each individual student in the class. And each video will last between 10 to 13 minutes, and you need to provide PowerPoint plus scripts. So all those requirements will be provided. And the third one is the essay. That's going to be the first progress test one. It's going to be 20%, and by nature it's individual. I've provided the video, the John Biggs, by Professor John Biggs, and you are going to respond to it. Of course, your response must reflect your previous understanding and previous learning. And the next one is research report. It's going to be 25%. It's going to be individual activity, and you are going to be engaging in empirical investigations utilizing, activity theory, or to be more specific, cultural historical activity theory. And the last one is class participation and contribution. It's going to be 10%, and it's going to be individual by nature. And as our university has set up, then 75% attendance is required, and certainly you are expected to be very active in the class participation. So this is the end of the video, and I'm very happy to hear from you more questions and elaborations that will be of great value for our learning. Thank you.